Hi guys, welcome to our YouTube channel. This is our first video of Minecraft in our channel. In this video we are going to survive 100 days on Minecraft. On day 1 I found sunken ship near my house and harvested plank from it, and it took me too much time to harvest it, and on that I was just able to harvest 2 planks, so I used the plank to make stick, which is required to make tools. On day 2 my friend collected the treasures from the ship and I gave him a stick I crafted to make tools, and then I got iron axe from him and used it to find food for us to get rid of starvation. So I went into ocean and killed some fish to collect the plank from the ship. Quickly I crafted an oak door and used it to collect the planks and to use those planks to craft a chest for storing our items. And in day 3 we created a temporary house and created a way inside the house to mine, and I used the stairs collected from the ship to make a quick way to underground mine. On later that day I planted the sugarcane in front of our house. On day 4 I spent my whole day collecting foods for surviving, used to cook the food and to go underground mining. On day 5 I started mining and digged a wide place for me to craft and heat the ores I mined, and then got some coal and iron ore and some cobblestone, and I got attacked by the skeleton while mining and then I killed him. On day 6 I crafted iron tools and collected some wood from the sapling I collected, so I used the bone meal I got by killing that skeleton to grow the tree, and I crafted the shield to fight against the undead mobs inside the cave. And after that I entered into the cave to start mining, and I searched lava for as a fuel to be burned in the furnace, and then collected the ores as seen on the tips. 1 bucket of lava smelts 100 items. Then I mined some coal, on which I use as a temporary fuel to burn my small quantity of smeltable items. As you can see, coal is the best source in Minecraft. It is used as a fuel and also a tradable item to get emerald from the armorer in villages. After mining some hours I found lava and gold. Fortunately I don't have bucket to pick lava, but I have pickaxe to mine gold. As you can see, my whole day was spent on mining on search of iron and coal and gold. I lost the plan of finding diamonds. On the end of the day I went up and smelted the ores I collected. On day 7 we extended our island to farming and used the bone meal for quick growth of crops, and went back to home. While moving, a drown holding a fishing rod came to attack me, so I killed him and I collected the rod, but it has less durability, so there is no use of this fishing rod. When I went back I found a skeleton roaming around my house, so I killed him, and after my tools went out durability, so I crafted one and a bucket to collect lava to use as a fuel. After that day I continued to mine, and I mined gold and iron. While mining I found redstone, which is used as an energy transformer in Minecraft. On day 8 to 14 we started to equalize our island to build our house. day 10 we almost removed every sand around the island and started replacing the stones and sandstones with dirt. On day 11 we went on exploring and found a desert village and harvested the hay bale. We will kidnap the villager from this village in the upcoming days, but for now we are expanding our island. On day 12 we came back to the island and start filling it with dirt. And later we harvested the floating trees and cleaned the leaves from it. On the evening of the day I placed the magma blocks collected from the mine under the water to make it as a defense from the drowned zombies. So we completed the dirt layer filling on the island and started building our house. On day 16 we completely built our house and started leaving it the temporary house. After building the house we created the farm and on day 17 to 18 we started fishing to find enchanted items, but fortunately we get fishes like salmon and cod continuously. After fishing for days I finally got an enchanted fishing rod with mending and unbreaking 3 enchantment. On day 19 I take the animals to the pen and feeded them to breed. Later that day I visited the underwater ravine near the cave and collected some magnets. On day 20 I visited the forest to collect woods for my animal fences, and after coming to home I made a banner for my shield and feeded my sheeps. day 22 I filled my house with chests and started filling them from the temporary house. I used the item frame to separate the items. On day 23 we built docks for our island and made 3 terminal and placed boats on it. On day 25 to 30 we built our mob and experience farm in which we needed for enchanting armors and weapons and enchanting table. On day 30 we went on collecting woods for our enchanting room that we are going built near our mob farm. On day 31 I went out for exploring and found treasures from sunken ships in the deep ocean. While on my journey I also found a ruined portal, and after that day I spent the night hunting undead mobs. On day 35 I came back to the island after a long travel and stored the items in the chest that I collected from the treasure. On day 40 I collected the experience from the mob farm and started fishing near the enchanting room. On day 41 I carried a villager to our island and assigned him a shepherd job, so I started collecting wool and traded to him. We had excessive gunpowder on our mob farm, so I crafted some TNT with it, which later helps in Nether for finding ancient debris. On day 42 I went to Desert Village to carry another villager to our island and assigned a job to him. After taking the villager to our island, he assigned himself a job, so I started trading with him. And later I had to kill excess pigs in my farm to get pork and trade it for emerald to the villager. On day 50 my farm crops has grown, and so I harvested them to feed my animals. On day 51 I started renovating our temporary house to mining house with using smooth stone and birch plank and some glasses. On day 53 I went to our new mine to collect cobblestone and coal to trade with villager for emeralds. On day 58 I came back from the mine and started putting the collected items into chests. day 60 I went out on collecting dirt for constructing a small place for villagers to live and breathe. On day 66 we completed the construction and placed a grass block to grow some grass on the dirt blocks. On day 67 to 70 I harvested our crops from the farm and feed the animals and killed the pigs to get pork for trading. On day 71 we breathed the pigs and built the houses for villagers and placed some torches to defend from mob spawning. On day 73 I collected the obsidian in the mine to create a portal to Nether where netherite can be obtained. On day 75 I transported the villager to the living place that we built for them. On day 76 we went into the nether, and killed some endermen, then burned the Hongman and used the TNT that we crafted before to find the netherite. It took us 20 days to find only 24 ancient debris. Before mining into the nether we traded the gold ingot to Piglet to get some rare items. Then we placed some TNT and hit it with flame enchanted bow from a distance to ignite it. Roaming many days in nether we finally found a nether fort and hunted the blaze to get blaze rod and hunted some with her skeleton too. Before leaving the nether I harvested some glowstone for crafting. We left the nether, and came back to our world, and an enderman came to attack us and we killed him, then started smelting the ancient debris to get netherite. On day 100 we upgraded our diamond armors to netherite armor, and then we went out of netherite for our tools.